that played out in 2 different American cities in the past 24 hours. And those are the very kinds of headlines that have a lot of people asking what they would do under the same circumstances. Well, Action News' Brian Taff is here tonight with the story of one group that has come up with its own answer.
Yeah, and Jim, they're doing it in a way that is very clearly not for everyone. I recently went to a gun range in Chester County to meet a group of people who tell me they will not be a statistic amid the stories of mass shootings, but there is one statistic of which they are already a part.
It happened after the deadly shooting at Sandy Hook, and again after the movie theater massacre in Aurora, Colorado, and again in the hours after the terror attack in San Bernardino. Every time a mass shooting unfolds in America, gun sales surge. December set a single-month sales record not seen in 2 decades. And these are the people buying.
How to protect myself kind of thing, just go over some basic information, so I'm not afraid in the future.
I love the idea of being empowered.
For the last several weeks, this group of men and women, almost evenly split, has been spending evenings and weekend mornings learning how to fire the guns that many of them freely admit they never thought they'd own. The point?
You're not trying to depend on something or someone else to be your protector. You are responsible for your protection.
At night, they get classroom instruction here at French Creek Outfitters in Phoenixville, talking through the very kind of scenario that brought them here in the first place. What to do in the event of an active shooting.
One of the things that you have to develop is what we call the defensive mindset.
That means learning to live aware, alert to your surroundings at all times. But it also means being aware that the choice to buy and to carry a gun also carries responsibility.
And unless you're willing to take up that responsibility, then don't pick up that gun.
Chester County DA Tom Hogan supports these kinds of classes. He says responsible, trained gun owners can play a pivotal role in an emergency before police arrive.
Run, hide, and fight is something that we've been teaching in Chester County for the last 3 or 4 years.
Even when armed, experts say run and hide are the best options, but fight when neither of those is possible. And it's that part that this group is learning.
Check right, check left.
One thing you may notice is that this is where shooters, when they're training, typically stand, way at the back of the gun range. But these folks are as close to the target as they can get, and that is by design.
All shooting that they're going to be engaged in real life is going to be close range. It's almost always going to be from me to you.
The students spend hours at the range, firing point blank at empty targets that, in an active shooter scenario, might be firing back. They shoot around barricades, even with purses in their arms, to simulate reality.
They help you practice those things over and over and over and over again. So in a high-stress situation, you can be more prepared.
For them, it is about preparation, but also making a point.
Being one that can perhaps look like I'm an innocent victim, and surprise, I'm not. I'm not a victim at all.
Now, we should be clear that gun laws do vary from town to town and city to city, and if you are so inclined, it may not be as easy for you to simply carry a gun as it was for many of the people you just saw. Specific permits are required, but the instructors of that class, who do emphasize the seriousness of the decision to take that class, said they are seeing growing interest. And so we put more information about the laws and classes like that one on our website, Jim, 6abc.com.
Brian, thank you. Got it. Hundreds of people turned out to Barnaby's Heritage Ballroom in Ridley Town.